as far as the variance goes, there are 23 residents and 14 houses that would be directly affected by that variance being put into place. And none of the residents, all of them have signed up on the petition, and none of the residents have a problem with it. And I don't know if you got to make any calls or not, but there's not one that would not agree that they think it's a good thing to allow them to go ahead and do this. And so we're just asking for your support. I know what the planning commission said, but a lot of the stuff that came out in that planning commission meeting wasn't really practical.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Any other comments about Mr. Brock's areas?
I'm sorry, but there's not just 23 people that's going to be affected here, guys. Commissioner, I live in Gruber Park. My in-laws live in the little neighborhood directly across the street from this area. There's, based on my own election, when I was out knocking door to door, there's about 160 people just in the city of Leesburg, right there at that area. That's not counting the neighborhood my in-laws live in. The people that I've talked to, and there are several that y'all will probably never see at one of these meetings, all have heard about this, and none of them like it. Now, I understand Mr. Brock's concerns, and I think he has some valid points. I'm just saying, this is what I've been told, this is what I was asked to bring to y'all, and I lay it for y'all's consideration. Thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Sexton. Any other comments?
I'm Mr. Jordan. I own the property adjoining Mr. Brock's property, and I'm very upset with what's going on here. I've got two things that I would like to bring before the commission, and I have some pictures for you. In the past few weeks, after he bought the property, he had somebody from the county road department to come in to where the water comes down on Old Stage Road and made an inlet into the pond. For years, all there was a 4-inch pipe there. Just let a little bit of water come into the pond, and it was fine. There's another pipe that comes over on my property out of the pond. We never had no problem because there was very little overflow from it. And I've been there for 37 years. Never had this kind of problem until he put in a 2-foot culvert and had a big backhoe dig into the county right-of-way and put all that water in there. And it won't hold the water that comes in there, and it just keeps coming over on my property, running down the old original drainage. And I can't even get across there with my tractor because it'll bog down because of the water. It has never, in all my years in there, and all the floods, had any kind of problem with it like I have now. And I would like to show you some pictures where he come in with his backhoe, and I can show you where the water's coming down, and you can pass them around. This is the one that comes down by his house and filled in. This is the one right here. This is the ditch coming down where he had a pad put out there where it comes right into the pond, and it just floods my area down in there where I can't even get in there. And it's so full that it comes around the outside of the pond and down by it. And so I'm having a water problem in my yard because of that. And the other thing is that I do not like the idea of cows being right close to my driveway. This right here, I can show you. I would like to show you. This is my house right here. Right here is this. This is where he come in with that. The water comes down through here and through here in 2 places on my property, right down through here. And if he puts a cow pasture where he's wanting, quote unquote, just bury it. Before, he was gonna put it right down here by the driveway. This is my driveway here, it's still only less than 200 feet. If you get 15 cows out there in that corner, under the shade tree, them pooping and urinating, it's gonna be an odor that we can't even get into our house without having to keep the doors locked and have extra insulation put in, just to keep the odor out. I can smell right now the cow pasture that he's got. It does stink. You can say all you want to about stirring it up. Well, the old saying is the more you stir it, the more it stinks. It's been that way since time began, and it still does. And so I do not want it there because of the odor and because of the health reasons. My wife has health problems. She has problems with breathing. She doesn't get out and walk very much because if the wind's blowing the wrong way, she smells it, and she can't hardly breathe. So I would strongly desire that the commission do not let him put those cows up there close to me. 15 cows, guaranteed, there's a bull out there and they're going to be calves. And you're going to have 5 or 6 calves running around at the time. With all the cows and the calves, we got a problem.
Thank you, Mr. Jordan.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
The back corner is existing cow pen, isn't it within 200 yards of your house now?
Within 200 yards? Yes, sir.
Okay. So there wouldn't be no difference if you put them in the front yard?
Oh, yes, it would. Because, see, that fence he's got right now is down here. Here's my house up here. You put it in right here where you're going out, right here, my driveway. I got to smell it when I come in my driveway.
Thank you, Mr. Jordan.
All right, sir, thank you.
Any other comments about the variance?
Good afternoon, yes, I'm Martha Collins, and I was diagnosed in 2006 with a life-threatening lung disease. I have PHA. And I like to go out in the morning times, in the summer, in the spring, and sit on my porch and drink my coffee. I live at the corner of Gruger and Fire Tower Road on Mr. Jordan's trailer park. And sometimes I go out there and they say there's no smell, but there is, just like Mr. Jordan said. And when I go out there, I get to the point that I can't breathe and I have to go back in the house. And I just love to sit out there and drink my coffee and enjoy the daylight. But because of that, I can't. And I appreciate it, you know, whatever y'all do.
Thank you, ma'am. Any other comments? Yes, sir.
My name is Carlos Richardson. I live directly across the road from the body fence goes. Like the rest of them here, I have to sleep with a seatbelt now just to be able to sleep at night because I am in bad health. And I would sure appreciate being able to sit on my front porch, drink a cup of coffee in the summertime. Now, I was raised on the farm. You can't tell me cows don't stink. So, and if he does, we're gonna have a smell. There's no question about it. Now, he made the statement at the planning commission that this wasn't double gate. Well, my point is, I'm just as proud of my place as those people are in double gate. And I don't want to see it evaluated, and I don't want to be so I have to move kind of money. And that's all. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.